All right, we are live. And we're live. Here we go. Boom, shakalaka. Here we go. Another beautiful day out here. We don't have a winter anymore on the East Coast. It just doesn't happen. Please follow me on Instagram at samprice_remote_chief. Please follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. Check me out. Posted my trades. Today I thought it would be cool to have this deep focus music in the background. Just kind of keep us all a little calm and relaxed as I go through the markets. Sometimes I spin my wheels pretty fast on this channel. And all right, we are live. Make sure that's right. I'm gonna take it slow today and relax. It's Friday. Let's not kill ourselves, right? Let's make it to the weekend if we can, right? It's like this could be the new. I'm trying to think of the best way so when I'm reading, I'm still looking at you guys. Okay. Let's get into the markets. They just opened. Let's see what's happening with the Dow. Okay. The Dow down 680 points to begin the day. Already, we're getting down though. Soon we'll be oversold on the weekly, which is. To get oversold on the weekly, the only time we see that, look, is the dot-com bubble, the '08 crisis right there. We had a little dip here. So the only time we see the Dow on the weekly become oversold is during an extreme crisis, okay? I can show you that right now. Is this still a little loud? Let me just bring it down. It's like a little bit there, though. Yeah, so this is an indication. Now, this is the weekly Dow, okay? This is what's called a Fibonacci retracement here that I have going. There's two of them. We don't need two. And what you do is you take a bottom, you pull it to the top, and it gives you percentages of where things usually fall. Now, when a stock or an instrument rises this much in relative comparison to its overall body, its overall lifespan, it will come back to the 618% or the 50%, sometimes even 78%. And that is completely normal. Completely normal. So as much as everyone's freaking out and the whole world's like, oh my God, this is completely normal for the Dow, honestly, because it's going to have to retrace after such a large pump like this. So just something to be aware of. Okay? Word on the street that OPKO, Opco Health Inc. on the NASDAQ may be working on something for coronavirus. They're spiking again today, up 37% at open. Wow. Look at on the daily candle. Look at that. Boom. Gapped up overnight. This was a nice overnight hold. They are getting overbought, though, on the daily. Let's check out the 4-hour. So this is kind of maybe where you want to be, honestly. But now definitely oversold. So this is coming down. This is coming down today for a retrace. But wow, to be able to get into that 150 to 282 would have been some nice gains, man. Would have liked to seen that. But hey, can't win every time. But yeah, just bringing you in. If you're just joining, thank you so much for joining. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope everything's going all right with you despite the markets and what's happening. I know it's not easy out here. Let me get the live chat up just in case someone is hitting the chat. Oh, I can just go to my Instagram and hit the link. See, even I use my own link to get to my own stream. What's good, brother? I'm at Killington Mountain. Be safe. Oh, that's awesome, man. You went up to Killington. Good for you, bro. Good for you. That's a great idea. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love Killington. Spent a lot of time there as a kid, snowboarding, tearing it up. Well, thank you so much, man, for joining the live stream or leaving a comment, if that's all. Appreciate that. It is Friday. Okay, so let's get into Bitcoin. What do I see happening for Bitcoin? Well, on Bitcoin, on the daily, I'm staying on the daily. we have a MACD cross coming. The last MACD we cross had was like around here. And it began a pretty big run from 6,000 all the way to 10.5. So 6.5 to 10.5. It's a beautiful, beautiful gain. If you got the exact dip, we won't do that. We'll do the candle bottom. The candle close, 56% gains. And you would have got them on December 22nd all the way to February. That's not bad. 2 months, 56% gains. I'll take that any day of the week. So we're having the same thing happen right here. See, and we're already at 9,000. So I think we go up to 14 in the coming weeks as we're getting into this halving, especially with coronavirus and a lot of other things going on. And we're going to get into that. How does the coronavirus affect Bitcoin? What do I see happening? Let's look down to the 4 hour to see what happened last night. So Bitcoin's in this cup. See this cup that I drew? And cups are very bullish. Rounded bottom, basically, is also another name for this cup here. So when I saw the cup, I said, you know what? We might have to come down to 88, 89. I said that in the live stream just the last 2-3 days in a row. I said, we're going to have to come down to 88, 89. We might even come back down to this 88.9 period here. And look, we did last night. We broke to 8991. Which is great. We wanted a wick to the cup. That's the plan, right? For all we know, they're selling down into the cup. Now we're also cupping back into the wedge, and then if we break out of the wedge that I have drawn here, it's also a good retracement. Like, let's check out that percentage retracement, because that's also key. We want to see if we're in like what's called the golden pocket or a good place to accumulate. So we take our Fibonacci retracement, look up, I believe his name was Anthony Fibonacci. Was that it? Go to the top here. And we were in the golden pocket, which is between the 618 and 0.5. So beautiful retracement. Textbook place to accumulate right here at 8,400. It's really where you want to be buying Bitcoin for sure in that rounded bottom. See? So that's to me is confluence, meaning we have where most traders would like to accumulate. That occurred, right? Our Fibonacci is right on point into the golden pocket of the 618. Would have been a great long right here. I had a 10 times leverage short that I did get out of at $9,090. And now I'm going to see where Bitcoin sits and try to get myself on another ride. And that's going to be interesting. It was my second leverage trade of my life. It's pretty good. I will stay away from crowds, man. Love you too, man. Be safe out there. Don't get hurt. I don't want you going to the hospital now either. So be careful on the mountain, you know, when you're up there at Killington. All right. So what I see for Bitcoin is bullish things. Bullish things. We dipped a little bit below 9,000 for a second last night, but we came back up. We're forming a rounded bottom, which is very bullish, and we are retraced to the 618, between the 618. Good morning, my sweetheart.
I'm eating pancakes.
I love you. Sweetheart. Daughter's a sweetheart. So it's in between the 0.5 and the 618. And that's awesome. Really good. There's some news we can talk to, which we're going to get in. And we're going to get in and dive into some big news. We have some cool things to talk about that are exciting. Despite the sadness of what's happening in the equity markets, Bitcoin's holding strong. It's not following suit with anything else. What was I trading? What am I into? What's going down? Let me show you, because I like to let you guys know what I'm trading and why. So last night, before I went to bed, I bought what's called TCT USD right here, and we are up $98, 7%. Also was in Aeon. Didn't take profits. I was up $100, but I'm riding it out. My stop loss at break even. And then I'm riding Ontology up $25, my stop loss at break even. So we just need a big move for Bitcoin. It should push these two, Aeon and Ontology, up. And TCT, man, something I had never even heard about before. But there we go. It made me $100. So can't complain about that at all. And the day is starting really nice for me, because I am a contrarian trader going against the markets. Look at this OPK now, up 27%. Got sold down all the way from 280. It definitely was something to look out for, though. It's in a falling wedge, too, so it should break out. But now it's overbought really fast on the 4 hour. Really overbought on the daily. On the weekly, it's almost getting overbought as well. Also, when it's already retraced a lot. Crazy stocks, man. That's just something I was going to look at. Now, I did say in the title and in my ad on Instagram, what would you be in? I was thinking JNUG would hold pretty hard. Gold at 1680. Like, gold just not stopping tonight. But now JNUG not following it, which is a gold ETF, which to me is very strange. Why JNUG isn't following the market? It's almost like every equity is being dumped. And I guess in a big market crash, maybe you can't own any stocks at all. Maybe you just get buried no matter what. Maybe you have to own gold itself. I'm a little flabbergasted right now that JNUG isn't pumping hard with gold. Sometimes it is a day behind and it is a Friday. So we'll see what happens over the weekend. We could have a big open for JNUG in the 70s on Monday morning. We'll see how bad it gets over the weekend. But the Dow down now 730 points. Another double day pounding from the Dow. We're getting low though. Soon we'll be oversold. So we could get a little bounce. But we said that before when we were getting pounded. And it's a bad day. I mean, we were as low as this on December though. We took a tank. We tanked from 26 all the way back to 21.5. Again, I show you my retracement here, and where I get this from is this is the .com bubble where the Dow was at 11,000 and eventually bottomed here at 7,000. Here is the '08 market crisis at 14,000, and we bottomed here at 6,400, right? And now here we are as all the QE and all the propping up and all the money getting sent. This is week by week by week by week. Too many green weeks, just absorbing all of that money being sent in by the Federal Reserve. Negative interest rates coming. You know the deal. You can see it happening. And I think we should be getting back in here to the 618. Just like Bitcoin. When I showed you Bitcoin's chart, I was telling you that it was completely healthy for it to come back into the 618 region here. And you can see I pulled a fib on that. I did pull a fib. I guess it didn't save my fib. Or was I in the XBT? Sometimes it didn't save it if I did it fast. But we pulled a fib, which I'll pull right now again. Fibonacci retracement. And we got, look, Bitcoin was in that 0.5. Well, let me fix this a little bit. And it put Bitcoin in the 0.5 and the 618 a little bit in there. It dipped in there. And it basically retraced where it was supposed to retrace. Right? So if the Dow did the same thing, as you can see, we should come back into this pocket. And that would put us in 15,000. And that's just completely normal for trading. Like, it's not even something out of control. I was predicting this. I've been showing you this chart almost every day on my live stream for the past, I don't know, 2 months. So I wasn't even shocked when the Dow starts to tank. To me, I was waiting for it, you know? Yeah, strong job data offers no lift, down 780 points because we thought China was recovering, and it looks like China is not recovering. So I do a live stream tonight at 10 p.m. to discuss what's going on, and you can learn a lot from that as well. So yes, TNT, you know what? I'm going to close that trade. I'm going to take profit right now. I'm taking profit. I like where I'm at. It's at 92.3. I'm going to take my profit at 91.8. Okay? 91.8. That's weird. It's not 0.62%. 0.00. Oh, it's showing you where I bought. So we want 0.988. So we want 0.98. We'll take our 6% right off that table. We'll hit save changes. We're guaranteeing to come up now on that trade no matter what. We're going to take at least 70, 80 bucks off that trade. And if we can, we'll stay in it a little longer. Let's get into TCT. I did TCT USD. I like the USDT trades because when I get kicked out into USDT. Funny, this looks a lot like that OPT stock that we were just looking at. Funny when I recognize patterns pretty fast. But OPK. OPK Health Inc. See, look at this, and then we're going to flip back to TCT. You see how similar they look? It's forming a double bottom almost here, actually. A very large one. Rounded bottom here. Good accumulation place. TCT did the same thing. It's really weird how these two things look pretty similar. They're not exact, but, you know, one is just more formed in this side, but interesting. Anyway, it's all patterns. So what do I see happening for TCT, and why would I get into TCT? Well, I see a rounded bottom, is again, just like Bitcoin. These are very bullish patterns. Okay. Very bullish patterns here. And see? Now, we'll wick through the rounded bottom. It happens. A little deeper of a wedge there. Come up on the side. So this is what's happening. We should come back down, keep going. This is basically a cup, big cup. It's almost a huge double bottom. If you look at this as a double bottom, you would pull the neck to the headline, pull it to above the W. That would give you your target all the way up here for TCT, above its all-time high. And from there, that would give you a gain of 80%, 83%. It's just something to look out for. I don't know anything about what it does. I'm just riding the technicals here. We're getting overbought on the 4 hour, so it is time to take profits. You know, above this dotted line, take some profits. Get out of the trade. It'll retrace, and then you'll get some more profits. So definitely something. That's why I'm going to move my stop loss maybe even up a little more now. Up $100. I really like taking $100. I'm going to move this to 99. I want my monies. Or 98.9. I want my monies greater or equal to the price. So what did it just dip? I gotta be happy with my 98. Alright. Wouldn't take it. We were up a second ago, but we lost that. So there you go. But that's how you trade. Very calm. Don't let it get to your head. Let's see this break up more. Let's look. It's a smaller stock too, so we look at it on the 30 minute. 30 minute, it should come back down to this trend line here. So that would be a nice place to keep getting it. So it will follow this bowl in a bit, right? And just come up. It's trying to keep up its trajectory. But that's something that I see happening for this stock, TCT. I mean, this coin. Let's get into Ripple. I know a lot of people hold Ripple. Even XDZ. What's up with XDZ? Well, XDZ, I think, is in a triangle. I thought it was breaking out, but now let's revise the pattern. Always revise the pattern. The pattern is always changing. Peter Brandt, most experienced trader, said that the pattern really is never fully established till after the price move. Now, this tells me that XDZ will come back down to the trend line, right? And retrace back to 256. And this would be where you want to accumulate it. Right here. In this zone. So I'm going to put my buy box in there as well. You know, I like to show you my accumulation zones with a green box. So I wouldn't be touching this until it comes back into here. Now, if it doesn't and it breaks out, because it could break out, always have to have two scenarios playing out in your mind. If it does break out, could come up, you want that retrace, and then it flexes out, and you want this area right here. So you put basically you want to put like an alert, basically right here, you tap this. How you do this is you tap it, you put a horizontal line, you right click it, and you hit add alert on this line. You create that. Now, if my alert goes off, it'll tell me that it is breaking out, and I may look into getting back into this. I sold it at 327. It hit 333, so I kind of hit the top on that one. I got lucky. You don't always hit the top, but if you trade calm and concise, Hopefully you will, right? Hopefully you will. Okay, we got a lot of volume, not much volume here on TCT, so that's good for me because in a way, it's keeping it from getting sold off. I may be able to hide out in this, but I've already secured the gains. I'm going to take profit every time, every time. I got to tell myself that. I'm always constantly learning. XRP. What's happening with XRP? Well, I said this was a great accumulation zone, this green box that I created. We're in the 618 and the 706, which is a secret fib. I learned that from, I don't want to disclose because that's kind of a secret thing he likes to know, but I learned that you can add the 706 Fibonacci. I thought maybe you could come back down to this trend line. Let's zoom out to the daily and see where we stand on the RSI. RSI reset, ready for a move. You know, it's coiled back, so that's good. We have a MACD cross coming right here. As you can see, this blue line really wants to cross. It's a lagging indicator, so it happens after it moves, but you have to kind of be preemptive about it. I think we're going to have some big moves. I see XRP going to 67 cents. Gains of 180%. So I would be accumulating XRP right now if I were you. I would be just getting a little bit, you know, $1,000, couple $1,000, whatever you think is right. $500, $100. Whatever makes you comfortable. Whatever makes you comfortable. Okay, let's get into some cool news. Well, any other stock anyone wants to go over real quick before I move on? Anything you want to check out? Hi, Summer. Yeah. She's a sweetheart, man. Got the best family in the world. Very blessed, man. Very happy. Despite all the craziness going on today, very blessed. Wow, band just won't stop. It ended up, see, I had it here. Will it come back down to the trend line? And it didn't. It broke. When it broke, I should have had an alert right here for band. And I didn't. And I missed out. I beat myself up for missing out sometimes. But don't be hard on yourselves. There's always another trade. There really is. But 18% would have been grand to wake up to. And it was on my radar. And now this is in a rounded bottom as well. Let's look at it on like a, shrink it down here. But see this? Boom. I mean, I think there's a big retracement coming for this back into this area here. So just something that I see happening. We could pull a Fibonacci on this as well. So I would accumulate this. It's almost uncanny how, see my rounded bottom pierces through the 618 area here. So boom, I think band will be coming back. If not, it's on a parabolic move and it's going to just keep ripping, but it will have to come back at one point. It's getting close to oversold, really high on the MACD. Looks like that's going to turn. Looks like that was it for it. That was a nice move for it, man, though. Yeah. Yeah, see, XRP escalates with a positive bias. May end the week on a bullish note. Pretty sure it will. What up, MA63? How you feeling, man? Just I know you're like somewhat new to the channel and I appreciate it. What we do is in the mornings, all we go over is Bitcoin, gold, the markets. We just talk about the markets. We show you the Dow Jones Industrial. We kind of just go over the economic world. And, oh no, we're definitely in a global recession. It's sad. I mean, production values are down. We have schools closed all over the place. You know, like people won't be as educated because they're gonna have to take breaks. You know, and we finally hit that $100,000 mark, 100,000 person mark for the coronavirus. Right? Stocks plummet as global coronavirus cases top 100,000. And honestly, I think the stocks were gonna plummet anyway. MA63. And if you are into crypto, I'm just going to shill myself real fast. Mine as well. But if you are into crypto and you like what I do and you like the effort that I put in, please donate. Here's a Bitcoin address. Here's a Litecoin address. Here's an Ether address. Here's an XRP address and a Bitcoin Cash. And yeah, send me some crypto. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll shout you out. If there's something you're promoting, I'll promote it. You just let me know. We get it done. We get it done. Okay. 100 plus events imply that 100K Bitcoin by 2022, says market analyst at Plan B. I think way before that, but Bitcoin rising to 100,000 next year has more 100 plus events backing it up, price analysis Plan B has confirmed. And the ongoing Twitter debate over his stock to flow Bitcoin price model, the famously bullish Plan B says it calls for a midterm price tag of 6 figures, but how quickly or slowly Bitcoin gets there is irrelevant. He was responding to criticism of what he believes will happen to Bitcoin USD after May's block reward happening. A Cointelegraph reported Plan B stated that he expects the event to have a catalytic effect on the price, just as during 2012 and 2016 halvings. A Twitter user quizzed him on the speed of this year's future gains. The price rise was more gradual in 2016 than 2012, the user said, and it was therefore necessary to consider which style 2020 would follow. In my opinion, that is not the right question to ask, because you cannot tell from only 2 events, Plan B responded. Key thing is that you know from co-integration 100 plus events that Bitcoin will probably go over 100K by December 2021. Co-integration refers to the ratio between Bitcoin price and the stock to flow calculations, as the model shows the 2 values have closely tracked each other throughout Bitcoin's existence. Stock to flow and Bitcoin price stay together, Plan B summarized. I've even seen Vital and Buterin say the stock to flow is nonsense. But that's him, right? That's what he says. So we can got to take both sides of the coin, right? Tone Vase pre-halving pump very likely. Currently, Bitcoin stock to flow average is around 8,650, meaning that at press time levels of 9,100, Bitcoin is in fact outperforming expectations. And the run up to the halving, an increased number of analysts believe that the cryptocurrency will only add to its gains. This week, Tone Vase, the traditionally more conservative trading veteran, revealed that even he was turning bullish in the short term. Bitcoin price moves above 9,000 is a pretty bullish sign that another pre-halving pump is very likely, he wrote on Twitter, summarizing the latest edition of his Trading Bitcoin YouTube series. Coinbase CEO explains how crypto will go from 500 million to 5 billion users. Brian Armstrong, the CEO of a major cryptocurrency exchange, Coinbase, explained what developments he believes will drive the growth of cryptocurrency's user base. In a series of tweets on March 4th, Armstrong illustrated how the development that resulted in mass adoption of the internet are similar to the work that is currently being done on cryptocurrencies. While he admitted it is not clear which blockchain will help get crypto from 50 million to 5 billion, he predicted the chain that manages to ship some of these scalability, privacy, decentralized identity, and developer tool solutions will have a big leg up. The similarities between crypto and the early internet. The inspiration behind the tweets was a recent chat Armstrong had with A16Z, a co-founder Ben Horowitz, about the parallels between the early internet and cryptocurrency. Horowitz was formerly a product manager at Netscape and firm behind the eponymous web browser, which had a market share of 90% in the mid-90s. Armstrong explained that Netscape developed the tools that allowed the internet to go mainstream and attract millions of developers and startups. He said that in the early days of the internet, dial-up modem bandwidth severely limited access to content, lack of privacy standards, and prevented people from trusting the web with their credit card credentials. Armstrong noted out the similarities with the current crypto landscape. The parallels are pretty staggering here. Slow internet speeds, dial-up model reflect challenges in scaling blockchains. Internet traffic encryption, SSL, and HTTPs are similar to some of the privacy coin efforts. Yeah, so is there a chance that a coin comes out of nowhere, right? Because at the time, Netscape had it all. But what was the big deal with that was the idea that even though Netscape had it all, they didn't end up becoming the boss, right? Google became the boss, and AOL probably even took it out at one point. Coronavirus will send Bitcoin price to 100,000 in 2020, Max Kaiser. Bitcoin will reach 100,000, and Jamie Dimon will be begging the United States Federal Reserve for money to buy some. Those were just 2 of the predictions from Max Kaiser on March 5th as the coronavirus outbreak sees financial markets tumble again. Kaiser 2020 is part 2 of the 2008 crisis. Speaking on the latest edition of his RT News magazine, the Kaiser Report, the well-known Bitcoin proponent said that the global panic would have a profound impact on Bitcoin uptake this year. He explained part 2 of global financial crisis, which originally spawned the Bitcoin white paper in 2009. Now Bitcoin will experience part 2 of the global financial crisis. It already is close to $10,000 a coin. Jamie Dimon and Peter Schiff to beg for Fed money. Referencing a dream which JP Morgan CEO and notorious Bitcoin skeptic Jamie Dimon claimed he had last month, Kaiser continued that he would soon privilege Bitcoin over fiat. Dimon allegedly dreamt. Referencing a dream which JP Morgan and notorious Jamie claimed he had last month. So Jamie Dimon had a dream last month, right? The head of Chase, right? Or the JP Morgan Chase. Yeah, he's the JP Morgan CEO. He had a dream. Dimon allegedly dreamt that coronavirus infected attendees of the World Economic Forum in Davos. While the victim spread the disease afterwards, he appeared happy, possibly sarcastically, that it killed the world's most powerful financial figures. The only good news from that is that it might have just killed the elite, CNN quoted him as saying at the time. Ironically, it was at Davos in 2018 that Dimon denied to Cointelegraph that he disliked Bitcoin. Kaiser, meanwhile, was wholly unconvinced. He's confusing the coronavirus with Bitcoin virus. The same thing with Peter Schiff, he explained. Their minds are being hacked by the Bitcoin virus. Soon Jamie will be a blathering idiot on the ground, begging the Fed for money to buy Bitcoin. He's going to turn into a kind of street urchin. Same with Peter Schiff. Goldbug Schiff also continues his criticism of Bitcoin, claiming its price is set for a sell-off due to what he considers an insufficient gains this week. All right. Bitcoin will beat the Dow to 40,000. I mean, that's February 11th. That was easy to say back then. I mean, now it's obvious that it's going to do that, right? We just got hit in Las Vegas yesterday. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I can see that people are running to Costco's in Las Vegas by the thousands. It's kind of crazy. I feel like when the market opens, the crypto market kind of takes a breather, kind of just chills for a second. Bear USDT. Once we do get a significant boost, this would be what you can play if you want to short the entire market, the crypto market. So it's kind of a nice play now. You don't have to short anything. You can just do that. See what's happened with Cody. Cody was up 100% in a few days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Amazing. Amazing. I was in a bat trade recently. It didn't go too well, but we do have this MACD pending on the daily. So it's like, come on, man. We're about to break out of this channel that we formed. This is what I see happening. It's kind of a falling wedge. And that puts a target of bat all the way up here at 35 cents. As long as Bitcoin plays ball, though, and that's a big if, right? But right there, gains of 43% possibly coming for bat. And we are seeing a double bottom here. You see that? And this is a cup and handle, actually. This is a huge cup and handle. I'm actually going to post this to my trading group of friends here, because that's a bullish sign, right? You can see we have our cup. And now we have our handle. And boom. If we also took this double bottom that we see, let me point that out. Double. We can also take this. So this is telling me I have numerous patterns. What is it? I have numerous patterns here. This pattern says that we go to the top of the W. You take your measurement from the neckline. And boom. That puts me at gains of 78% for BAT. Wow. So I say that's coming. This is looking good. I would accumulate BAT right now, even though I was just in it and it didn't work out. It's like, damn, you know. I cut the trade a little short, only down like $40, but this is telling me on the daily we have a MACD cross coming. We're ready to, on the RSI, just hitting 50, and that's the beginning of a bull run. We have a double bottom. We have a cup and handle. There's not much else I can say here, but this is looking extremely bullish to me. We also have a giant rounded bottom as well. If we want to put it all on there, we have this big double bottom forming, which is, I've been saying this earlier, a lot of rounded bottoms, very bullish. very bullish. So, wow, interesting. So we have a cup and handle, large rounded bottom, a double bottom. We have targets here, there. Get rid of this target. Wow, what a sweetheart, huh? What a sweetie. Now we see this bottom of the trend line. I think this is going to come up 56%. Adam, to at least this trend line here, and then back to this trend line as well. Adam also getting a MACD cross on the daily. Everything's looking like it's about to pop hard. So might get into Adam. Also might get back into BAT. Definitely looking at them. They're looking like they're poised for some moves right now. Let's check on our buddy Link. See what's happening with Link. It did retrace, but not too bad. It's in a really strange pattern now. Almost want to change my pattern. It's kind of in this. I think it could come back down to the bottom of this and keep moving, or maybe it'll hit this resistance here. Playing Link right now. Link has some move on the RS on the MACD. I think it has a little more uptick coming, but then I think we're gonna get a retrace. Really not sure how to play Link. It's hard for me to understand this pattern at the moment. We do see this double bottom here, but we kind of already hit our target, and that's kind of created that issue. But in this large triangle, I said we were going to basically $55.46. So we're trucking along. We're trucking along. I guess I would start accumulating Link at any time. I mean, it's a good long-term hold for sure. But, yeah. On the daily, it's looking strong. It's coming down, though. Some downside right now. I think if you can get it in this green box between 428 and 460, that would be a beautiful place to accumulate. Maybe 464 I would start. It does have a little bit of a flag right there. So now I'm getting more. This is kind of a bull flag, but it's almost. What made me wary of Link was this double top here. See that? But we now are in a bit of a flag. Little bull flag here. With a, not huge, but a little short-term profit. Hey, that's really loud. Could we just give me 5 minutes, honey? And boom, at 571 is the target for that. I think I'm actually in Link right now. No, so I got out of Link. Let's see what happened last night, because I was holding a Link position. May have been booted. I took profit on Link at 50 bucks yesterday at 468. So I felt like there was a double bottom forming, and when around here, I decided to take profit. We will get back in, though. Looking like there may be some confluence here. I'd like to see this round out. There's a little more downside for Link, and then I do see us going to 570. So, okay. Take my words back on not trading Link. I think it's great. This is my accumulation zone right here, though. This purple line of 178. Pushing Link hard right there. Invest in altcoins. Yeah. Coinbase CEO said Bitcoin will lose to altcoins. No, it surely will. It always happens every time. That's why I'm heavily invested in altcoins. I keep 50% of my position in Bitcoin, though. I just believe in Bitcoin. I know you could take it all and sell, but it is what it is. Over the course of the years, though, you can see that Bitcoin always outperforms altcoins eventually over time, but because they retrace so hard. They will pump harder. But in the long term, some of them will disappear and not even exist, even if you were to make more money in the short term. So that's just something to think about. I've been doing this since 2016 now, so 4 years of trading cryptos. I don't know if you guys like that nice music. I have like this calming music on in the background. I don't know if you like that. The Dow down 748. JNUG recovering a little bit at 63. I think they're just kind of selling it off to try to give themselves a good position. Honestly, I think that's what they're doing. Big boys are just manipulating the price so they can get it right where they want it. Pretty obvious to me. It still is in this. We could just form this back into a. That was a dip of dips. So we may do some more bouncing around, right? Hit 79, come back to 50, 79, 50, and then when we get tight, boom. But I'm telling you, you hold this for a couple months, and gold goes back over 1,700 an ounce, and we're looking at 117% gains, and from today, 100% gains, right? Right off the bat, even. Look at that, 100.4. So I would be holding JNUG. I have a very large position in JNUG. Gold just will not stop at 1680 today, but it is now getting into that overbought region. Let's look at this pattern that we're forming here for gold. Kind of was a breakout. It was a breakout. This triangle broke out. We take the base of that triangle. We move it on over here. And it gives us a target for gold at $2,100. And that gives us, from our place right now, a gain of 24%, which isn't even that huge for gold to go up, and that's easily going to happen. Just need to break this resistance right here where we wicked into, and that will be an all-time high for gold in the USD price. So we're looking at all-time highs for gold coming, okay, on the monthly. If we look at it on the monthly, beginning a huge uptrend. That's looks like, look at the last time we began an uptrend of this type. Gold was at 284 and it ended up ending at 1900. It looks like we're like right here, so I'm gonna pull it from there. Gains of 332% from 2005 to, in 6 years, gained 300%. And that's why I tell people buy gold with about 10 to 20% of your portfolio. You don't want all your money always at risk. Some of your money should just be kind of in a safe asset that if you really need it, you can get to it. Not like, not on Tesla hoping it goes to 1,000, not on, Facebook or all these other extreme investments that you're not sure where they're going, About to get stopped out of TCT, but that will be good. It'll be profits of 6.2%. And I made the trade at 11 last night, so I'll take 6% from 11 to 11, quick 12 hours. And I slept most of them, so I didn't even have to think about the trade at all. Pretty good, pretty good. So anything up today is OPK, 28%, J-Dust, which is the anti-gold stock, which is interesting, Bear Gold. So Bear Gold is up a little bit today. So you could have traded against gold in a day when the market's tanking. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. I think sometimes pure manipulation in this market's just they don't make sense. JNUG down 4%. It's really weird, really weird. As gold keeps soaring, usually they work together because it's a gold miner index bull ETF, right? Interesting. Maybe gold production will go down. And you just need to be in gold itself. But I see gold going to $2,116. Let's jump back into the regular crypto markets, which are that's the regular market for me is crypto. Yeah, but we're looking at BAT right now because we have a double bottom, we have a rounded bottom, we have a cup and handle. So I think we're forming a big move here for BAT, up 76%. I see that coming. Cool. Very cool. And XRP, I think, is a perfect time to accumulate it right here as it's in the pocket and right in between the 618 and the 706, coming back into the golden pocket here of the 0.5 fib. We have the 21-day moving average about to cross, so that should come up on the daily eventually too. And then we're in a falling wedge that if we break out of, we have profits of 133%, putting us at 69. And that's nothing, man. That's just when it starts getting started. So stay tuned for more. XRP, I think it's going to be big in 2020. by the end of the summer, we're gonna have some big moves with XRP. So we went over the news. Riot reports 140% monthly growth in average daily run rate of Bitcoin mined. NASDAQ-listed cryptocurrency mining firm Riot Blockchain has demonstrated a remarkable monthly growth of average daily run rate of Bitcoins mined in February. So Riot, let's look at that. Let's look at that. Riot Blockchain Inc. So they're $1.29 right now. Very interesting. Another contrary. I'm always looking at contrarian plays. So this thing has completely bottomed. If you're looking at it on the monthly, let's look at it on the 4-hour. We can't get much. Really wish when you went to the 4-hour, it would just kind of like show you the things as they were. Like in the monthly, I have to move. But you see these double bottoms forming, possible double bottom forming, another rounded bottom here. So everything is looking kind of very bullish. It's also, if I consolidate that, wow, look at that. I mean, that's kind of a double bottom there too, right? You see it? And then it's forming this double bottom here as well. Looks like this is bottomed out. Looks like a really good place to accumulate. It's not my phone, that's my wife's phone. I just can't shut it off. Huh. Okay. Oh, so we didn't get stopped out. Still at 88. We're hugging that range where I put my stop. It's like they don't want to kick me out. Usually they want to kick me out pretty fast. And that's in TCT. TCT. Wow. So almost everything in the market is red today. Everything. Except for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space. So Riot's mining facility upgrade. Riot Blockchain started deploying around 3,000 new units of S17 Pro ant miners as part of the full upgrade of its Oklahoma City mining facility in January. The company purchased the mining machines from Chinese mining giant Bitmain. At the time, Riot anticipated that the upgrade would bring its aggregate operating hash rate at the Oklahoma City mining facility to approximately 248 petahashes per second, representing a 240% increase in hardware power efficiency compared to Riot's mining hash rate. Worth noting, Riot's share dropped over 5% following the announcement that the company was planning to sell its cryptocurrency exchange, which was launched in the second quarter of 2019 to focus on Bitcoin mining ahead of the halvening. Mining issues in the run-up to the halvening. As Cointelegraph reported last month, a major mining hardware manufacturer, Bitmain, announced 2 new upcoming miners, the Antminer S19 and the Antminer S19 Pro. Both miners will have a power efficiency of 34 plus -5% joules per terahash. In the meantime, Alex DeVries, the founder of Digiconomist, asserted that 98% of the mining rigs will never verify a transaction, resulting in enormous and unproductive electricity expenditure. The shocking thing is the average lifetime of a Bitcoin mining machine is 1.5 years, because we have a new generation of machines which are better at doing these calculations. So the rest are just running pointlessly for a few years, using up energy and producing heat, and then they will just get trashed because they can't be repurposed. It's not good, right? Can't be the best way, right? So someone's going to have to work on that, just like someone worked on everything else. Nike explores blockchain for supply chain. You can already see that Cardano has a deal with New Balance, so they're already in that, you know. French Commerce Court likens Bitcoin to currency in recent ruling. A French Commerce Court has classified Bitcoin as currency. It's actually money. Currency and money aren't the same things. You could do heavy research into that. Type in Mike Maloney, the difference between currency and money. Local news outlet Lace Hos reported. So let me see the chat. Make sure I'm not leaving. Definitely investing in altcoins. Local news outlets Les Hos reported on March 5th that the Commercial Court of Nanitry decided on February 26th to qualify Bitcoin as a fungible, interchangeable asset that is not individualized, just like fiat money. There you go. The more countries that do that, the better. Switzerland's Crypto Valley Associated says CBDC is a good idea. An exclusive interview with Cointelegraph, Crypto Valley Associate President Daniel Hanshin said that central bank digital currencies are the next logical stage. Shield explained to Cointelegraph that he believes CBDCs are the next stage in evolution for decentralized finance. He also claimed that there are currently 34 CBDC projects. According to him, such digital currencies represent a new era of governments and traditional finance that recognize the potential of digital assets. Ethereum whales accumulating Bitcoin futures send a sign. Both Bitcoin and Ethereum, the first and second most valuable crypto assets by market cap, may be about to see a surge in interest from investors. According to the research from Sentiment, a behavior analytics platform for cryptocurrencies, the 100 largest Ethereum holders in the world are once again accumulating more ETH tokens relative to the total ETH supply, a potential bullish sign for the asset. Meanwhile, a potentially bullish sign for Bitcoin is coming from BitMEX, one of the most popular derivatives exchanges in the crypto space, where open interest in Bitcoin futures has surged today compared to the levels seen over the past few days. Although it is still an open question what this may mean for the price, it might suggest that the market participants are positioning themselves for a large move. There you go. Analysts believe Bitcoin price may fall to 6,400. Bitcoin price is going far and wide for the past month, with several times the cryptocurrency hit the $10,000 mark, but unable to sustain that level. The king of cryptocurrency witnessed as many as 4 consecutive heads and shoulder patterns before settling down in 8,000 range for 10 days. Bitcoin's price stabilized after the flash rise on the 5th of March, and the cryptocurrency has been trading in the 9,000, 9,200 range since yesterday. However, 9,000 is serving a strong support point for the cryptocurrency to take a further leap. Yeah, it really is, but he's saying that it could fall, right? Cryptocurrency analyst and trader on Twitter, Tyler D. Coates, believes that the cryptocurrency is going to take a new dip down in the latest pattern. Tyler is on the view that a Wyckoff accumulation appears on the Bitcoin price chart, and that a telltale of danger that is about to hit the cryptocurrency. The analyst is getting good endorsement on social media, and that defines how the cryptocurrency enthusiasts are jumping onto the safe advice. However, the analyst explains on TradingView that the cryptocurrency is only primed for losses as low as 7,600 and further below at the 7,300 mark, unlike December when the same formation took cryptocurrency down to 6,400. However, Tyler is on the view of a new all-time high will be formed by end of July 2020. The analyst is certain that the cryptocurrency market is going to be volatile, and careful decision-making is tantamount to working through profits. Yeah, it's not easy, honestly, to buy and sell Bitcoin at the perfect times. It can be scary when you sell and then you watch the price go up and you realize you may be out of the Bitcoin club. Bitcoin price flips 9K resistance as Dow Jones leads coronavirus woes. And that's it for the day. Thank you guys so much. Please follow my Facebook group at CryptoLifer. Also go to my Instagram, SamPrice_RemoteChief. Check me out there. And hit me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I really appreciate it. I got this deep focused music for concentration and studying on right now, if you like that. Thank you to everyone who commented and watched the stream. I really appreciate it. And with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. Stay blessed, stay safe, and I'll be back tonight to discuss the coronavirus. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. And I couldn't do this without any of my subscribers, so I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Now, if I could find my studio window, I might be able to actually get out of here. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and hit